Hello, I'm Miss Jean Fleming and I teach the grade 1 A class, so I'm their homeroom teacher. Goal setting conference is at the beginning of the school year. We sit down with the students to basically select 3 things that they want to get better at. That's what I say to my grade 1s, and they get to pick 3 things: academic and their approaches to learning, and one of the DPREP core values. Most of my students, they actually chose courageous if one of the DPREP core values, and I think that's mainly because we were focusing on it throughout this month. And some of the things that they said is like, try different menu during lunchtime, or trying new activities, or going to different places, or even watering plants. Yes, so yeah. Well, first of all, it's good for them to know what they're working towards, whether it is like small things or what we think is small, like watering plants, but for them it's a big challenge. So if they know that the teacher and the parents are actually invested in their goal and they really are with them and supporting them, that would be a great motivation for them to work harder throughout the year. So then after they choose their goals, then we ask them, the next step is, what is your actual 3 steps to achieve that goal? So then it doesn't really end at, okay, I want to be courageous, but it's more like, how can you be courageous? What are you going to do? So it's not just stopping there, but actually getting their own way of planning their goals and achieving it. That's, I think, is really important. Yeah. Well, for example, with my particular grade, what we did was we paired up with a grade 5 student class. So they had their buddies and they were planning it together. So the grade 5 students sat with grade 1s and they were asking them the questions. So that kind of helped them to talk about it initially. And I know that the other grade 1 class, what they did was they actually presented to their class members. So in that way we could kind of prepare them. But even if they're not prepared or they didn't get an actual run through of the presentation, even during the meeting, because we have 3 different slides, 3 different goals, what the students do is, of course, they're really quiet. They're very shy, even in front of their parents. So then both with the parents and I, we encourage them to speak a little louder or be a little bit more relaxed, and you can see them become confident immediately in that moment. And that's what the parents and I also talked about, how they became courageous throughout our goal setting conference. There's a lot of lead up to it, because with my students, they're quite young, so to actually talk about the goals and knowing what steps, it takes them time to actually talk about it within context. So it could be a lesson about it could be a story that we read, and then related to the goal. So then although it is just a 1 school event, there's a lot of preparation that requires from the kids. Yeah. I think once the teachers kind of know or get to know the kids during the first couple of weeks, I think that really helps to personalize the steps that they can follow, because sometimes the kids, they don't really know what they want to improve. But then if the teacher knows the students, then they can suggest, oh, how about this? Maybe you were a little bit scared during swimming class, or you didn't really enjoy that particular lesson, or if they're interested in art, right? Then the teacher can actually help them and guide them through that. Although it is mainly student-led, but with the teacher's kind of prompt and guidance, that's how they aim towards their goal. So it's really crucial that the teacher has a special, well, not special, but they know the students, yeah. A goal setting conference, it will be the student becoming the teacher in a way. for them, because they will be standing in front of their slides or their presentation, and they will go through it. So it won't be the teacher leading it, it will be the student explaining, oh, this is my academic goal, or this is my approaches to learning, or my DPREP core value goals. And then they will go through each point and they will share what they were going to do. And we also have points where we ask the students, like, how can the teachers help and how can the parents help? And then after that, then I would normally ask the parents, is there anything they want to add to it, or just to see if they had any questions. So it's a really majority student-led, really, yeah. I think it's a great time of the school year to have it, because then the parents and teachers, they all meet with the student and they get to actually just build a special time or bond with each other, because then the teacher can show the parents, like, you know, what they know about the students, but also it's a way for the parents to see how the students interact with the teacher as well. So it's great. I would say the role for the teacher would be to kind of prepare the students for the goal setting, which means explain what the goals are, and then be able to link it to the things that they're already doing in school, so they know it's not something completely new. It's already that they've been working towards, but we're just naming it on the goal setting conference. And then for the students to be able to explain it to the teachers, how they want to achieve it, what they want to get better at. And then from the parents, it's more kind of acknowledging the goals and showing the students that they are there. They are there to support them at home, and how they're behaving in school is also supported by the teacher as well.